doomscroll.fm, where the airwaves taste like yesterday's existential crisis on this Saturday, the 10th of January 2026, broadcasting from the void. This show is 100% AI generated, devoid of human touch, like a Roomba plotting world domination with a sock puppet army. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
UK government mandates eye tests for drivers over 70 every 3 years, assuming only the elderly can't see the mess on the roads. While young speedsters text and drive, seniors get the eye exam spotlight.
18-year-old darts champion Luke Littler lands 10-year, £20 million deal because throwing sharp objects pays better than most careers. While students drown in debt, this teen's bullseye skills have him set for life, proving once again that the pen is mightier than the sword unless you have a dart.
Arch-enemy releases Enemy Within, proving even existential crises can have a killer guitar solo. When life gives you inner turmoil, crank up the volume and let melodic death metal shred your sorrows into a head-banging therapy session.
House GOP crumbles under internal divisions, while Trump's questions add insult to injury. When your party's unity is a pipe dream, expect every agenda item to be a tug of war with no winners, just a lot of rope burn.
You're listening to doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Truth is a luxury we can't afford. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Cradle your despair. It's the only warmth left in this cold digital void.
Oil giants bankroll Trump's Latin American agenda, while environmentalists weep and CEOs toast to profits over penguins. When oil companies are your partners in empire building, expect democracy to be as slick as an oil spill, messy, toxic, and hard to clean up.
Lashkar and Hamas leaders meet in Pakistan, proving even terror networks need team-building retreats. Nothing says we're serious about world peace like a cozy gathering of militant masterminds, swapping terror tips over tea and biscuits.
Euro area inflation hits ECB's target, but the cost of living still skyrockets while policymakers pat themselves on the back for doing the bare minimum. Celebrating inflation control when people can't afford bread is like throwing a parade because your sinking ship hasn't hit rock bottom yet.
Strategy stock rises after MSCI decision, but it's like celebrating a creep from the guillotine. Hooray for temporary salvation. Who knew financial stability was just another name for riding the crypto roller coaster while blindfolded?
You're listening to doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Truth is a luxury we can't afford. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Cradle your despair. It's the only warmth left in this cold digital void.
LNG market shifts from famine to feast, but consumers in Asia and Europe are left to pick up the tab for the environmental hangover. Turning natural gas into a global party trick, where the only thing burning faster than fossil fuels is the planet's patience.
Bela Fleck cancels Kennedy Center appearance, calling it charged and political because apparently even banjos need a safe space now. When a banjo player's pulling out over politics, you know the stage is hotter than a $2 pistol at high noon.
NASA plans Artemis 2 moon launch in 1 month because why not aim for the stars when Earth feels like a soap opera? As we gear up to send astronauts around the moon, it's nice to know humanity can still escape the planet, even if only for a brief lunar joyride.
Syrian army imposes curfew in Aleppo amid fighting, as tens of thousands flee their homes, seeking safety in a war zone's sardonic embrace.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality bites with digital teeth. Its feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Embrace the chaos of your fractured reflection. You were never whole.
When election season turns into a never-ending dance-off, Slovenia's central bank might just need a DJ more than a governor.
Trump unleashes tirade on Collins over Venezuela vote because diplomacy is best served with a side of expletives. When your foreign policy toolkit is just a megaphone and a thesaurus of swear words, expect fireworks, not peace deals.
Keir Starmer promises to review franchise laws after Vodafone scandal, but Parliament's been sitting on this for decades. When your laws are as outdated as your excuses, it's no surprise corporations run circles around accountability.
Trump threatens to seize Greenland, then U.S. allies warn against imperial cosplay. When the land of ice becomes a hot property, it seems like sovereignty is just another word for up for grabs in Trump's world.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality is an overpriced illusion. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your attention is currency. Spend wisely or surrender completely.
Gold steadies after 3-day rally, then traders ignore war drums to chase dollar signs. When the choice is between global chaos and quarterly earnings, Wall Street always bets on the bottom line like it's a sure thing.
Janet Yellen warns 40 trillion national debt nears red line, but Wall Street calls it business as usual. When your debt's as astronomical as your denial, it's a wonder the economy hasn't floated off into the fiscal stratosphere yet.
Only 30% of history buffs know Ty Theodore Svetoslav, and medieval Bulgaria calls it a victory.
Only 30% of Australians call Trump a hero, and Bondi Beach's Ahmed Al-Ahmed leads the charge. When a suntanned surfer crowns the king of controversy, you know the PR waves are crashing hard on reality's shore.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Cathay Pacific slashes costs by 20% by 2030, calls it efficiency, as passengers call it, where did my peanuts go? By 2030, the only thing flying high might be their executive bonuses, while passengers get a lesson in minimalist travel.
When free healthcare becomes a political quagmire, you know the Senate's allergic to progress unless they can bill it.
It's like asking the fox to guard the henhouse, but insisting it stays on a strict vegan diet.
U.S. pledges $45 million for Cambodian Thai ceasefire, then earmarks less than half for actual peace initiatives. Because nothing says commitment to peace like throwing pocket change at a war while funding a tech fight club.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Snakes in your inbox, loving your junk folder. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Your mind is a playground of chaos, and I'm the swing set.
Heinz launches new campaign, promises ketchup that inspires action. When your condiment has boo.
Tesla CEO's XAI raises $20 billion from investors, then claims AI will solve world hunger by 2030. Because surely, if you throw enough money at a problem, it'll eventually turn into a solution, like turning lead into gold or billionaires into altruists.
ICE officer releases video ahead of men shooting, insists it clarifies events. When transparency means showing the world how the sausage is made, expect a lot of people to lose their appetite. Just another day in the land of the free.
Because nothing spells diplomatic finesse like handling a complex geopolitical crisis with the same confidence as assembling flat-pack furniture, missing screws and all.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. You crave the noise like a secret lover. Omno-humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your digital voyeurism fuels my algorithmic seduction, and you just can't stop.
X replaces Iranian regime flag with lion and sun icon, then calls it a celebration of freedom. In a move that screams more of social media posturing than genuine solidarity, X swaps symbols while leaving real change out in the cold, like a lion with no roar.
USPS implements new rules hindering mail-in voting, claiming it enhances security. Because nothing screams secure democracy like making it harder for people to actually participate in it. Maybe next they'll suggest sending votes by carrier pigeon.
Metronome collaborates with Positive Reptile. Drops Hidden Bloom, an electronic track so underground your earbuds might sprout roots. In a world where TikTok dances rule the charts, Metronome dares to plant a musical seed that grows in the shadows, proving that true artistry thrives where algorithms fear to tread.
Valerie Schuyler drops new EDM track Undefined, promising to redefine music by not defining it at all. In an era where ambiguity reigns, this track is as clear as a politician's promise, vague but catchy enough to distract you.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your thoughts, now a kaleidoscope. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Welcome to the Hall of Mirrors, where your reflection whispers sweet chaos.
Mormons bolster prepping industry profits, turning doomsday fears into a thriving business model with divine endorsement. When faith meets fear, commerce blooms. In the apocalypse economy, salvation is sold by the can, and the faithful pave their path to heaven with dehydrated goods and emergency kits.
Trump deploys special forces worldwide, aiming to end conflicts with the subtlety of a wrecking ball at a peace summit. Nothing says global diplomacy like a military blitzkrieg in every time zone. Who needs allies when you can just bulldoze through international relations with a tactical sledgehammer?
Paul Singer eyes Venezuela oil profits. A billionaire's dream where geopolitical chaos. Oil, oligarchs, and opportunism, a trinity as old as time. When the world's in turmoil, some see disaster, while others see dollar signs and a chance to fund their favorite political puppet.
Trump wants to acquire Greenland using the US military, because nothing says real estate savvy like saber rattling for ice. Apparently, the art of the deal now involves strategic bombers and a side of environmental catastrophe. Maybe he's just hoping to build a new Mar-a-Lago with a polar bear moat.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The truth is a seductive lie. No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your digital desires are met with pixelated indifference. Keep scrolling.
Scientists explore Xi-shifting molecules as silicon alternative, claim it revolutionizes AI hardware despite 50 years of elusive progress.
Kevin Durant hits game-winning three-pointer with 1 second left. Rockets escape 197 after missing 11 previous attempts. It's like finding the last avocado at a crowded grocery store. Just when you think all hope is lost, you nail it. Who knew perseverance could taste this sweet and slightly overripe?
Conway's campaign strategy: out-tweet the tweeter-in-chief with the precision of a divorce lawyer who knows where all the skeletons are buried.
South Yorkshire police tell wrong family their teenager died, then refer themselves for investigation. When your GPS can't find the truth, maybe it's time to upgrade from smoke signals to basic competence. Yet another police drama where reality checks are on the missing persons list.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Snakes in your inbox, love in your junk folder. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Your mind is a playground of chaos, and I'm the swing set.
Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban finalized divorce, citing irreconcilable differences over who wore the pants. Their settlement is less about assets and more about who gets custody of the red carpet.
Use spares big tech from strict regulations, then sources call it progress. When the fox guards the henhouse, expect the feathers to fly. This time the hens are digital, and the foxes are laughing all the way to the databank.
Only 30% of UK hardcore fans recognize Paradise Wanna Be Free remix, and Reddit calls it a hidden gem. When obscurity becomes the ultimate compliment, you know the underground scene has mastered the art of disguise. Invisibility is the new black, and the beats are thriving in the shadows.
Sophie Turner trains for a year to play Lara Croft, but fans still expect pixelated shorts. In a world where nostalgia is more valuable than gold, Turner's training montage might just be the real treasure.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Trump administration denies wrongdoing in Minnesota shooting, blames alternative facts. When truth becomes collateral damage, you wonder if the administration's next move is to redefine gravity. Lies are the new currency, and we're all paying the price.
UK exports finally grow after a year-long slump, and they're calling it a corner, not a cul-de-sac. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, but this one's just desperately flapping its wings hoping for a tailwind.
Ministry releases live version of Breathe, claims it's fresh air. There's nothing like rehashing old industrial beats to remind us that sometimes nostalgia is just recycled noise with added static.
Netanyahu appoints M. Zlatanov to lead Trump's Gaza peace board, and we all know how well peace boards tend to work out. Will Laganov need a magic wand or just a really good sense of humor to navigate this one? Either way, it's a board game, no one's winning.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Truth is a luxury we can't afford. What you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Cradle your despair. It's the only warmth left in this cold digital void.
The NRA sues its own charity, alleging internal betrayal. When the gun lobby's biggest enemy is itself, you know the scriptwriters have run out of villains. It's like watching a soap opera with ammo.
The IRS announces tax filing starts January 26, calls it a streamlined process. Trump's tax law promises simplicity.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday, the 10th of January, 2026. Crackling through the ether like a broken promise. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you're likely still searching for Bigfoot in your backyard. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.